And then speaking to the other side, Marty, since you're both in both the buying and the selling world, what are the like the kind of financing options if you're a buyer in this market, right? That's kind of available to you, and how does that kind of affect the deal structure you have seen?
Oh, there's so many ways to fund an acquisition that, ranging from, corporate debt to, the SBA to leverage buyouts to management buyouts. We have actually 230 different ways of funding a deal, and we actually literally have them on a
Oh,
spreadsheet. And so when we look at a deal, we say, okay, what are all the applicable ways of doing this, whether it's, inventory based financing or asset based financing or whatever. And we look at all the ways, because when we're trying to structure a deal, we're trying to make sure that the seller is getting what they want and the buyer is getting what they want. And a lot of times just figuring out the financing part of that can be the most difficult part. And so that's part of the strategy that we bring to the table is helping to figure all that out. Every scenario is different, so we don't work with a lot of kind of individual buyers that are just looking to buy their own business. Most of our businesses are larger, so they don't fit that. We do primarily strategic acquisitions that are, I talk about, how to double your business without having to sell more stuff. And, specifically as it applies to like e-commerce, if you're doing $5 million a year today and you want to double your business to $10 million, a year or two from now,
hmm
the normal way of doing that is the way I did it for 20 years, which is like, let's go out and double our marketing and let's go out and create more campaigns and let's go out
yeah.
and bring on affiliate, and the problem is when you try to scale a business through marketing is that you'll start spending marketing dollars that become less efficient. Right? You take risks, right? You have to hire more people that may not work out. You have to do marketing campaigns that may not work out. You're going to spend ad dollars that Meta loves to help you spend your money less efficiently. They
Oh,
say that's more efficiently, but the reality is the more you scale, the less efficient it gets, right? So when you say, I want to try and double my business, the odds are it's going to be much less profitable and much higher risk if you're trying to do it purely through marketing. But one of the things we work with our clients to do, we say, look, we can double your business practically overnight for almost no risk and for almost no money. Well, how do we do that? Well, if you got a $5 million e-commerce business, then you can go buy another $5 million e-commerce business. Boom, instant. You've got their customer base, you've got their product lines, you've got their email list, you've got everything. And the risk is taken out because, or substantially minimized, I should say, because they're already an existing business. They already have the customer clientele. They already have an online reputation. They already have everything built in. You don't have to go and guess whether some marketing campaign is going to work. You can buy that business that already has existing marketing campaigns that are working. The cool thing about that is you have a $5 million business, you buy a $5 million business, you put the two together, now you have a $10 million business. It is possible to make that acquisition literally for not one single penny out of your pocket, because you can leverage that and you can borrow against the cash flow of that acquisition, and you can acquire a profitable business for nothing out of your pocket, and boom, you've doubled your business. Minimal risk, maximum profit, minimal outlay. And that's the kind of deals that we like to structure and help our clients structure. So yeah, so when you talk about, how do you fund deals? Well, there's 230 different ways we can do it. And there's probably more beyond that. And every deal is unique, but finding somebody who can help you strategically structure those is important. You don't it's not always just about going to the bank and borrowing the money. Sometimes there's a lot of other ways to do that.
That's incredible, Marty. I'm getting excited here. I don't even have an e-commerce business myself, but just hearing you talk about it in a way could just double your revenue just overnight like that must be so exciting for folks out there to hear right now.